So here we have the Nissan Qashqai on a 68 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. For on the outside, you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. We're going to start off inside the boot area first. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat should you wish to increase this space even further again. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car. And then, as I mentioned, we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it from there. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, we have the rev counter and the coolant temperature gauge. On the right-hand side, the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the centre, you can see the total miles for this car. They're 52,187. Above that, we have a digital readout for the speedometer. You can change the information that's displayed there using buttons on the steering wheel for various different menus, and the buttons in question are just here. We have stereo controls surrounding that. Cruise control, speed limiter over on the right hand side, as well as our phone controls. The phone controls can only be used once you pair the phone up to the car. We're on the main menu at the minute. You can see phone is an option just here. So if you select phone, and then you'd hit connections and follow the instructions on screen. When it comes to audio in this car, we've got AM, FM and DAB radio, CD player, USB input. You can stream your music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio. We have auxiliary input, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto as well. So loads of ways to listen to your music. This car's also got satellite navigation, as you can see. And on top of that, a 360 parking camera. So reversing camera, bird's eye view image of where the car is parked currently. If you press the camera button, you get a front facing camera and the bird's eye view, or a front facing camera and the front passenger side wheel. This car also has autonomous parking. So it can steer you either into a bay parking position or a parallel parking position, depending on which one you select just here. You can cancel that, of course. Below that, we have our dual zone climate control. You can adjust the passenger temperature, driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in. The air conditioning is on at the minute, so that's off. Back on again, or you can hit auto. The car will then maintain the temperatures that you've asked for by taking full control of the fan speed and direction of the air for you. Below that, we have a 12-volt charging socket. We've got the electronic handbrake with an auto hold function and a 6-speed manual gearbox. Last thing I wanted to mention is the panoramic glass roof. There is a sunblind that opens all the way to the back of those rear seats. And as you can see, that lets in a huge amount of extra light to the cabin area. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.